you guys, thank you for coming back. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for the support. I got support from people I expected it and I hoped to get it from, but I also got some other pleasant surprise that supported me. Thank you so much for your support. Currently my channel is at 29 subscribers, which is a milestone, so I appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please you guys subscribe. I really need the support and I appreciate all your support tremendously. So I mentioned what this channel will be mostly about in my first video. If you haven't watched it, I've put the link in the description, so please go and watch it. It will be mostly heavy topics and I'm gonna try and mix in some light-hearted videos, and this is just one of them. I attended an Oliver Mtukudzi concert last week. I believe it was his first time in Rwanda. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. So I thought I should share my Tuku experience. If you know me personally, you know that I grew up in Zimbabwe and I have been a huge fan of Tuku for a long time. You all know this guy is like a living legend, you guys. So I definitely wasn't going to miss this concert. I actually went by myself, but I enjoyed myself thoroughly. So let me tell you guys, the first time I actually saw Tuku in person, it was back when I was in high school. I went to girls' high school in Harare, and my father was a teacher at Prince Edward High School. And there was a concert there. You all know that Oliver Mtukudzi, maybe you don't know. Oliver Mtukudzi's late son, Sam Mtukudzi, went to Prince Edward High School. And they held like a music concert there. And my father just like brought me along to the concert. It was just me and him. So we went to the hall and we sat and we waited for the concert to begin. And then all of a sudden we see people like turning back, looking at, you know, looking behind them, and in comes Oliver Mtukudzi himself. And where does he sit, you guys? Right in front of my father and I was freaking out, you guys. I turned to my dad and I was like, Dad, like, that's actually Oliver Mtukudzi sitting right here in front of us. My dad was like, behave, okay, don't embarrass me. I was freaking out, you guys. And so I wasn't allowed to actually like go and say hi to him. My dad was like super serious. He had an image to maintain at the school. He was a teacher after all. And so we enjoyed the concert. I think Sam Mtukudzi at the time was in Form 4, if I'm not mistaken, and I might have been in Form 3. I'm not sure. So yeah, so I saw him. He was great on stage. He was playing the saxophone. I was crashing on him, obviously, as a teenage girl, you guys. And also for the fact that he was actually Oliver Mtukudzi's son, you guys. So yeah, that was the first time I saw Oliver Mtukudzi in person, and I wasn't allowed to talk to him by my father. And then later, when I finished high school, I went to study film at the Zimbabwe Film and Television School for Southern Africa. When I was on attachment, with my friend Belinda, and we were attached to the late Godwin Mawuru's studio, Afro Eye Studio. Godwin Mawuru was the guy who brought us, for my Zimbabweans, Studio 263. He was the guy behind Studio 263. So we were attached to his studio. And when we went there, we actually found an ongoing project. It was the editing of a show of Oliver Mtukudzi and Sam Mtukudzi. It was the last show that they performed together at 7 Arts, I think. And so we were the ones, our studio were the ones that were editing it. So we started editing it together. It was actually a few days after Sam Mtukudzi died, you guys. Imagine the coincidence of that. So we started editing the video, and then when we had a rough draft of the video, Godwin Mawuru, the late Godwin Mawuru, wanted to take it to Pakare Paye, that's Oliver Mtukudzi's spot, to go and show him the rough item. He asked Belinda and I to come along. Oh my god, we freaked out. we're actually going to see Oliver Mtukudzi, you guys. So we arrived at Pakare Paye, and there he was, Oliver Mtukudzi, with his team, obviously. It was a somber mood, obviously, because it was just a few days after his son died, and here we were coming to show him an edit, a rough edit of the last video that he did with his son. So it was quite emotional. And so he took us to his theater and we played the video for him, and afterwards we sat down in a meeting. He gave us his opinion about the video, he gave us his corrections and everything, and yeah, we took down notes. Yeah, we were trying to act all serious and everything, but Belinda and I were like freaking out, you guys. So after the meeting, we approached him and we said hi to him. We gave him our condolences, obviously, and I told him I was such a big fan of his. My father is too, and I told him that my father worked at Prince Edward High School and he actually had taught Sam Mtukudzi. So he was really so he was broken by the news of Sam Mtukudzi's passing. So we just passed our condolences and he thanked us, and oh my god, the guy is just so humble, you guys. As we were leaving Pakare Paye, actually before we left, he invited us to his restaurant. He has a restaurant at Pakare Paye at his port, and he bought us all lunch and we had lunch with him. That was such an amazing experience, you guys. I doubt that he'll remember this, but I remember it. I carry it with me. So after lunch, Godwin Mauru, our boss at the time, just was heading out, and then he was calling us to come to the car. And then Oliver Mtukudzi was with his manager. No, it wasn't his manager, it was the guy that manages Pakare Paye, I think, at the time. And they were together and they were driving into town, and he noticed that our van was super packed, and just so crowded. So he called us, Belinda and I. He's like, would you like a lift into town? Oh my god, you guys. You know what, we were freaking out, but out we're like, oh, Mr. Mtukudzi, thank you so much. And we looked at our boss with a mean eye, don't you dare say no. We got into Mr. Mtukudzi's car, and then he drove us into town, and all the way we were just talking about which of his songs we love, and he was entertaining us despite the fact that he was actually in mourning, you guys. We tried to be sensitive to that. It was just I don't think it was even a week after Sam Mtukudzi passed, you guys. So, but he was gracious. He was so nice to us. He was aware that we were just fans freaking out over meeting him, and yeah, he entertained us, and we got into town and he dropped us off, and you guys, that was an amazing experience. He obviously wouldn't remember this, but if I had an opportunity to talk to him, I would remind him of this. And at the time I told him that I was a Rwandan living in Zimbabwe, and I was a huge fan of his music, and I understood Shona, obviously, so his lyrics had meaningful messages in them. And now I'm in Rwanda and he came to Rwanda, and so I definitely wasn't going to miss that concert. I went there, you guys. I'm going to show you footage of me so excited and singing along to his music. I was by myself, but I was having fun, you guys. And I actually wanted to see if I could get a photo with him after the concert, but you guys, the planners, or whoever planned that event, did us so wrong, you guys. So there was a bunch of super fans that were waiting after the concert to try and see if they could get a photo with him, you guys. So we stuck around. This was around almost 1 a.m., you guys. And then so they went to their dressing room next to the stage, and then After a few minutes, his band like walked out, so we're so excited, like okay, so he's gonna walk out next. Little did we know, you guys, that they snuck him out, you guys, and we sat there for a good 30 minutes before we realized he wasn't gonna walk past us, you guys. Yeah, they snuck him out somehow because we never got to see him and we just ended up leaving. But still, the concert was fun, you guys. I'm gonna show you some of the footage of the concert. I had so much fun, you guys. If you guys know me personally, I'm quite the introvert, and I'm not like, I don't talk as much as people would like me to talk, and I'm really terrible in crowds. I hate going out. I hate going out by myself. But you guys, I had so much fun at this concert, and that's my Tuku experience. And unfortunately, I never got to actually talk to him and get a photo with him and remind him of that time back when I met him at Pakare Paye, and I'd told him that, you know, my dad had been his son's teacher, and you know, this wonderful memory that I have of him. I never got a chance to talk to him, you guys. These organizers did us so wrong. We were not able to actually like take photos with him or interact with him. There was some kind of meet and greet, I think, before the concert, but I wasn't able to attend that. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna attend the concert, and then afterwards we'll probably get an opportunity to like get close to him and take pictures with him. You guys, they snuck him out without our knowledge, and we were like, yeah. Anyway, I had fun, you guys. I'm such a fan of Oliver Mtukudzi. I hope he comes back. I'm definitely gonna go and see him again if he does come back to Rwanda, you guys. But yeah, I had fun. Bruce Melody opened for him. Bruce Melody is like a Rwandan artist. I'm a fan of his as well. He's an amazing, talented artist, and I'm gonna put up some of the footage from his set too. It was fun. I had a fun night, and yeah, that's my Tuku experience, you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I really appreciate your support. I need your support, you guys. If my channel is gonna grow, it's gonna grow because of you guys. So thank you for watching once again, and yeah, I hope to see you back here on Monday. I hope to post every Monday, so I hope to see you back here on Monday, you guys. Thank you so much.